What's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard here, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you live on a Friday night. Is it Friday already? Wow. Well, then again, I guess I got up here to. Normally, I would come up to Alabama on like a Sunday or something, but I'm up here now. So hope everyone's doing well. Doing a Q&A tonight. I know I tried to do one the other night. And when I tried to do a stream the other I don't know, I had something to do, so I kind of cut the stream. Hold on just 1 second. Let me turn this off, or at least down. Yeah, there. At least put it. So this is a Q&A tonight, talking some sports, whatever you want to talk about. Probably about an hour or so. I know it's about 10:30 where I live in Florida, but it's 9:30 here, and let's just be real about this. I mean, it's summer. I mean, what do I need sleep for, I guess. But so hope everyone's doing well. I finished up Psych and Boston Legal, these two crime shows that are hilarious. Psych's my peer. I've talked about it a little bit. I had a certain stream where I talked about the second Psych movie that's going to air on that streaming service Peacock in July, and that launches, and talked about how much I love that show. Boston Legal's a really good one, you know, as well. So, but anyway, doesn't look like we have anyone in the chat, but do me a favor, hit that like button. You know what? Don't just do that. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're new. So I figured I'd go live. Doesn't look like we have anyone really in the chat, but that's all right. I'll try to keep it going. I know we're busy with everything going on. A lot of people freaking out, and I get it, but I figured I could bring some light to the situation. You know, things got to get better. Things will get better. I believe that. But I'm spending the summer up here in Alabama, and again, I live in Florida. Florida's not bad, but you know, still, it's just nicer weather up here, to be honest with you. So I mean, but see what's going on. Crimson Brave with a bunch of elephants and footballs. He's saying, "Roll Tide, roll." Yes, sir. Hope you're doing well tonight, Crimson Brave. Thanks for showing up tonight, man, as always. And yeah, I know I tried to do that stream the other night. I took it down because it just, I don't know, it was complete. And listen, I'm trying to be a sportscaster. I don't just do this all willy-nilly. I know I might do a random stream where it's, you know, talk about stuff even outside of sports, you know, but trying to be a professional, trying to get into the business and everything like that, you know, you try to you just try to be professional with it, I guess, and you know, have a plan. Have a plan, what you want to talk about, what you want to do. And and I made a video, I guess, let's see, I think I made it today. Yeah, today, because I went for a run this morning. I was at my Nan and Pop-Pop's house. That's what I called my mom's parents, and now I'm at my dad's parents, and you know, kind of doing like a back and forth thing with grandparents this summer. Me and my brother are, like, on one weekend, you know, we'll, like, next weekend, take it, go back to my other grandparents, then the next weekend go back here, and, you know, so on. You get the picture, I'm sure. I went for a run this morning. I made a video talking about the Bama players that tested positive for COVID. I don't have it right here in front of me or anything. I didn't bring my computer, so I can't just look it up, but I guess I could. Please do not cut the stream off here. Hope I'm still live. But, let's see. Who are the players that tested positive? a lot of them got tested. It said that 5 got tested positive. Some of them did test. Listen, if you sit there and say, "Oh, they all got tested positive," you're crazy. Come on. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't really say who got tested positive. I hope it's no one major. Now, I'm not trying to put anybody on the team down, of course. But I just hope that it's no one serious like a Dylan Moses or anyone like that. But, so this was posted this morning on WSFA 12 News, NBC News, right? NBC channel, local Alabama channel, I guess, somewhere. Let's see. Multiple Alabama football players test positive for coronavirus. As many as 50 players took part in the workouts organized by the players. I guess they had maybe a Zoom meeting and tried to work out at home and obviously privately and everything. The SEC recently announced its football programs could begin hosting voluntary workouts June 8th. Of course, that being in 3 days, this upcoming Monday. The state of Alabama has reported more than 19,000 cases of COVID-19, 672 deaths as of Friday, that being today. According to public health numbers, that follows a recent spike in the number of reported cases in the state, with more than 5,000 in the last 14 days. So you can see that for Alabama, it's just not good in the state right now. How will this affect the football season? Greatly. Could Alabama still play a football season? Yes. Obviously, we got to wait till next week, or actually, I'm sorry, in July. I was thinking June 8th. Well, that's for practice. So next week they return to practice, and of course, you just, I don't know. So hold on, let me put something on. I really should put that up more and get prepared a little bit more with that kind of stuff. But, again, I do just hope that this can get better. Now, here's the thing. Knowing Nick Saban, knowing how he is as a coach, very disciplined, attention to detail. Those that tested positive, he will tell them, do not work out here, right? If he decides that he's going to follow along and say, yeah, we're going to have our players there, but the ones that test positive need to go home and practice, and get better, whatever needs to happen for them to not infect anybody else, right? That's what Nick Saban will do, most likely. Right. I've never met him, but I know Nick Saban and how he is. In a sense, I hear about it. Listen, if you're a Bama fan, and you know how Nick Saban is. Discipline, the process, Bama factor, do what you gotta do. And what these players need to do is stay home. Those that tested negative, go work out with those that tested negative. But those that tested positive, work out and get in shape for the football season, in case you can play. But do it on your own time at home, right? So, let's see. Crimson Brave coming through with a bunch of elephants and footballs. So, didn't bring my computer, so I won't have StreamYard, but yeah, I just, I don't know. I just think that, it is best that the players that tested positive don't go on campus. you know. So, so again, that's just, it is what it is. But, so what about you guys? I want to hear from you. What are your summer plans? How's your summer going so far? It's early June, like early June. It's only the 5th. We're not even a weekend. We're at the weekend, though. And I'm staying up here in Alabama. Pretty much the entire month of June. Maybe a little bit into July. I'm not sure exactly what day I'll go back to Florida. I was told the whole summer. I was also told a month. I don't know. I'm gonna go off and just say maybe the entire month of June, at least for right now. My mom also said, whenever you get tired of it and want to come home. But, I don't know. Sweet home Alabama, I guess, right? I mean, it's very hard for me to get tired of being up here, especially in the summer. And, you know, just being on the lake, man. Smith Lake is which one it is. You know, going out on the boat is nice, but I guess it's been raining quite a bit. We normally come up in late June or July, and there's not really a whole lot of rain. But still, so hopefully the weather can get a little bit better. We take the boat out on the lake and everything like we do, and hopefully ride on that inner tube, you know. Oh man, we went on the inner tube last year. Go flying off. Dude, I was on the inner tube last year, and that was so fun. I'm hanging on with one hand. My feet are in the water. I'm pulling myself up. Like, I don't know how I didn't fall off. Like, I literally, the only time I fell off, I gave up on being on that thing. I was on there for a good 30 minutes or so, probably. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But, so, what about you guys? What's your plans for the summer? Where you staying? Crimson Brave in the comments here. Doesn't look like anyone's watching right now at the moment. He literally stopped in just to do 400 elephants and 400 footballs. So, anyway. I actually figured I'd get some people to show up tonight. I don't really have a whole lot planned. I guess just kind of try to enjoy the summer. I don't know. Crimson Brave, are you going to get called for dinner this late at night? That was very funny, the way you ended the stream. Yeah, I should have done it after dinner, man. I don't know. My Nana always watching and, you know, supporting me, and she's always like, great video and everything. She's always texting me, and she said, you know, if you want to do a stream, you can, but we're going to eat dinner soon, right? I should have just done it after dinner, you know. But we already ate dinner tonight, though, so. BVD was talking about that. I didn't catch all of his stream tonight. I know Eastern time, especially, I guess, Tennessee's Eastern time, right? It's not Central. Yeah, it's already almost 11 o'clock there. But it's almost 10 o'clock here. And, but yeah. Cool. BVD's always talking about stuff like that. You see this guy's stream? You see what happened on this guy's stream? Yeah, talk all you want to, man. Talk all you want to. I don't care. Crimson Brave, you need to start your own channel. You need to start making some Bama videos if you get a chance. Like, seriously, man. Don't have the energy right now, yeah. I gotcha. Yeah. Or the recourse. Oh, the resources. Yeah. Typo. Yeah. I gotcha. So, yeah. But I do hope that, you know, there's not a whole lot of rain this summer. We can actually take the boat out. We can actually go fishing, maybe. But, you know, from what I understand, it has been raining a little bit the past couple days. So hopefully it can clear up. That's at least what I've heard. But I don't know. I can't speak for the people. Cannot do that. Tell you what, I went to Bass Pro. Is it yesterday? Day before? I think yesterday. I got this jerky. Hold on. I'm not sponsored, by the way, if that's what you're thinking. This right here. This jalapeno jerky is awesome. It's good. It's not that spicy either. I mean, it's got a little bit of a kick to it, but it's you know, I mean, it's jerky. Hard to chew. Tastes really good. That's what she said. I also got some fudge with it too. So, what about you guys? What are your summer plans? Where you staying? How long? Because again, I'm up here at least a month or so. Normally come up for 2 weeks, late June, going into July. Spend the 4th up here, go see fireworks, but might be a little bit different this year. Not exactly sure, but. And I finished the show Psych yesterday actually. Man, I love that show. I binge watched that so fast. Like, I started that like 2-3 weeks ago. Oh, maybe a little bit longer. It's been a little over a month, but 8 seasons in like a month. I mean, that's how I spent my time. But that's a great show. It's definitely one of those shows you want to watch over and over again too. So I guess I come up here during the summer, of course. Normally June and July, like I mentioned, and I'll come up here in December too. Take 5, Crimson Brave. Always trolling me like that. But yeah, I'll come up here, I guess, like June and July, and then sometimes Thanksgiving, although the past couple years I've gone to South Carolina to see family there. and I'll come up for Christmas. I guess I really like it up here in the summer. It can get pretty hot, but it's still really nice to be out on the lake. Around Christmas time, it's really nice during the holidays. Cool weather. Can be too cold sometimes, but I don't know, something nice about Alabama during Christmas time, I guess. So it's kind of hard to pick which time of the year is my favorite to come up here. But always enjoy coming up and spending time with family and everything like that. Love it, man. So, what did I do to you, Crimson Brave? Come on. What's with the middle finger emojis? What did I do? Tell me what I did wrong. I stole your rainbow. Alright, stole your sunshine or whatever. But yeah, I love coming up here, man. I keep saying that I want to live up here. I got family and everything, but, I also got family in Florida that love me. I got friends down there, too. And I got nothing against the state of Florida. But, man, I want to go somewhere with weather you can depend on. You know what I mean? Because if you're in Florida, right, you get what you call a cold front, right? What's up, Nate? How you doing? You get what's called a cold front, meaning that it starts to get cold for a couple weeks, maybe 1 month. Then it will warm back up. But here in Alabama, in Tennessee and stuff, you go to the right place, you might get lucky, get some snow. You don't just get a cold front. You get the cold weather. That time of year where it's gonna get cold, but it can get in the 40s in Florida. That has happened in recent years. Nate Kingston says, maybe Nebraska, Ballard visit the state of Nebraska. Maybe someday. I've never left. First off, okay, I almost said I've never left the South for vacation, but that's a lie. A few years back, with some friends that now live in Pennsylvania, went up to Pennsylvania with them. We did like a whole thing a few summers ago where we went to South Carolina to visit my family, went to Pennsylvania, met some of their folks, and then, back home, down here in Florida. I have never once been to the middle of the United States. If you're looking at a map, I've never been to the West Coast, never been to Alaska or Hawaii. I've never left the East Coast, right? Really never left the Southeast, except, of course, been to Pennsylvania before. But yeah, I might visit Nebraska one day. I definitely want to put it on my bucket list to visit every state at some point in my life. So that way I can say, I've been all over. I can say, I've done it. Except for Alaska. I'm not counting them as a state. Come on. It's way too cold there. I'm sure, if you're an outdoors person, and I like being outdoors, don't get me wrong. I'm not the biggest expedition type of guy or anything. Outdoorsy type of guy. I like to hunt, I like to fish, but Alaska, listen, if you like to freeze your butt off, go to Alaska. Have fun with that. I'm not going. I'm not going. Sorry to people in Alaska, 50 states, I get it, you're part of the territory, didn't mean to throw you under the bus like that, but, it is what it is. Just, don't tell me, oh, it gets to the 90s up here. No, it doesn't. Don't give me that. You gotta at least have at least 60-degree weather there. With how cold it gets in the wintertime. Yeah, I might visit Omaha if I go to Nebraska. Isn't that the state capital, Nate? If I'm not mistaken. Crimson Brave is mad because I put him in timeout. Am I Chess Hall? No, I'm not Chess Hall. No. Unless you're talking to Nate. That's not Chess Hall. Oh yeah, did you guys see the Drew Brees news? This dummy. I really hate that politics have to mix in with sports. I just... That's another topic here. I'll put that in there. Remove politics from sports. Listen, both are important. Especially politics, because politics are, politics are what this country is, with the president, government, and everything. And I try my very best. See, I don't want to be political on here. I hate to be political on here. But I just, there are certain situations where it just is unavoidable. You're quite close to your phone like Chess, so that's why I thought you were Chess. Oh, you mean like this? You mean like this? Crimson Brave, is this what you're talking about, close to my phone? Like this? Like Chess Hall is? But seriously, though. Yeah, I agree, Nate. Again, it's important, but it's just, it tears people apart so much. And listen, I get it if you're a liberal or a Democrat, obviously we don't always agree on the same thing, but you have the freedom to believe what you believe. And I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus. I get it. But when it comes to sports, okay, it's pretty cool that we had the president show up to the LSU-Bama game. It's pretty cool that he showed up to Georgia-Alabama a couple years ago. It's pretty cool that he shows up to the Army-Navy game. It's pretty cool that Trump showed up to LSU and Clemson. It is pretty cool to see the president attending college football games and actually enjoying it. That is cool, right? But take the Fair to Play Act. That had to go to Congress. Congress, I made a video a couple months ago. NCAA goes to Congress. Go look at that. If you go on my channel and find it, they tried to get the Fair to Play Act passed, but they have to go to Congress. They got to go to the government, and they gotta. Politics have to mix into sports for some reason, and it's ridiculous. As important both are, especially the politics. I as much as I love sports, I know what is really important. The president, what's happening in the actual country with the economy and everything like that. But why on earth do they have to mix? It's ridiculous. It's a long day for me. It's already 10 o'clock. So that's my thoughts on it. And I just, there's gotta be a way that we can handle sports conflicts and stuff without politics getting involved first off. And as far as those Bama players, I hope that they get healed up and everything. I hope they get better and get healthy, and I just hope that them testing positive for first off, we don't know who tested positive exactly. I don't think. At least I don't remember who. I hope it was nobody major, but I just hope they get better. Nate Kingston, where are you at? Meant what state? Well, you know, I live in Florida, but I'm visiting family members in Alabama for the summer, visiting my grandparents in Alabama. So, both of them. Not trying to be mean. No, you're cool, man. I get you. It's not a mean question whatsoever. It's cool. So, I would ask you guys what your plans are for the 4th of July, but that's about a month away or so. I know, so, and we don't know what all that's going to look like. I don't know what is going to happen as far as fireworks and stuff. You're playing Fortnite. People still play Fortnite, man. Don't. Please don't tell me people are still playing Fortnite. I've never once played it, and I don't intend on ever trying it. I never understood why people like it, because I would see a couple videos, and I'm just like, what are they doing? But, so I don't know if I'll be up here for the 4th of July. I'm not sure what the plans are for that. But, and if I am, normally we shoot stuff off the dock and just shoot fireworks and do sparklers and stuff, or, you know, we would go with, you know, grandparents to, what is it, the Hoover Mets, I think is what it is, and watch the fireworks there, see a baseball game or something. At least we did that last year. Going to Branson, Missouri. Never been there. Never been to that state. But have a good trip, I guess, Nate. But yeah, we gotta find a way to just make sure there's, and again, sports are important to sports fans. Politics should be important to everybody, no matter what your political views are or not. I mean, it's what this country is. Just, you know, be real about it. But there's gotta be a way where Congress doesn't have to get involved, where the government doesn't have to get involved, and, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, be mean or anything like that, you know, but there's got to be some way where politics and sports just don't mix. Now, it's not completely, you know, but the whole NCAA going to Congress for the Fair to Play Act and everything, like, can it not just be up to the NCAA, you know? Nate Kingston. There was a warning on my phone about a curfew near me. Yeah, I think there's, you know, mask requirements and stuff up here in Bama. You know, I think curfew. I don't know if there is a curfew or not. If there is, I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, there's still curfews and stuff, which I just. I don't really understand the point of curfews. What does time of day really matter all that much? I mean, just wear your mask if you're gonna go out, if anything. But it is what it is, and I get it. They're just trying to, think it means to stay indoors because people are doing bad stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. With all the protesters and stuff, yeah. Yeah, I want this to end. I know we all do, but I hate turning on the TV, going to the news, and just seeing what I've been seeing with all this George Floyd stuff. And again, I hate to get into politics, but I mean, what else what else are we going to talk about all that much at the moment? You know, like, something's got to change. There's got to, like, I am at the point right now, I have a feeling this will never end. Because I just feel like the more people are going to start, continuing to protest and stuff, the worse it's going to get, the more angrier the people get. And I don't know. It just sucks. Yeah, he did, Nate. He did warn us about war and plagues. But man, it's times like this where this country does need Jesus. I mean, one nation under God. What happened to that? I mean, not to say that we have truly put this country ahead of God or anything, but it's just gotten to the point where, a lot of people are losing hope and faith, man, and it's sad. It really is. But you just gotta keep hope alive and keep praying and just having faith. You can't control what other people do. You can't control, you cannot force faith or religion or love or hope. The best you can do is pray for these people, that they can find their way and just, go about it, I guess. He's coming soon. Yeah, amen, man. Have trust and faith plus hope in Jesus. Amen, brother. Amen. You said it there, Nate. And, I mean, something's got to change, man. I'm not getting involved. I mean, dude, they were protesting in my hometown 2 days ago. Or yesterday? I don't know. I guess my mom, when she was here, she came up for a couple days, then she went home or whatever. She saw something on Facebook about it, I guess, and sorry, kind of tired. But they were protesting in my hometown down in Florida about this, and it's crazy. Yeah, I do, Nate. And I'll be honest, I'm not perfect. Nobody is, right? I have some times where I doubt stuff, and I just worry, but I know at the end of the day, where my hope comes from, and it's God, He's got a great plan for everyone, and it's just a matter of if you're willing to, view it, see it, have faith in God, and just go with it, man, no matter what happens. So, but, listen, they can give up faith and hope all they want to. I'm not. A lot of people just say, I keep praying. Just trust God's timing, man. Quit sitting there and all this crap where, it hasn't happened yet. Just trust God. Have faith and believe in His timing, man. Because He wants what's best for us. He loves us more than we could love ourselves, more than we can think or imagine. And that's just the truth, man. So, but wow. No, I get it, Nate. I'm not even crying, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I try not to get into religion and politics on here. I mean, listen, Ballard Sports Media. I mean, I try to focus in on, just sports. Let's try to keep it just sports, not all this religion and politics stuff. But, with what's going on with the virus, with the protests and everything, it's just one of those times right now. What do you want me to say? Right? You want me to just forget about it? Like, if I did not come on here and say something about it, you would say, does this guy not know what's going on? Like, it's just one of those things. Don't apologize, Nate. What are you doing? You're good, man. It's not you. I get it. Anyway. How do we even get into talking about that? I guess I read a comment and went from there. But, so... You ready for Michigan football, Nate? I'm sure you are. This has to be Harbaugh's year. I'm telling you again, man. If it's up to me, beat Ohio State or bust. I don't care if you go 1-11. If your one win is against Ohio State, good for you, man. Put them in the playoffs. I don't care what your record is. If you beat Ohio State this year, you deserve to make the playoffs. Do I go fishing? I got a pond in my backyard at home. I don't fish there anymore because I don't even know if there is fish in it. I mean, a lot of stuff has happened to that pond. I don't really know what, but I don't really fish in that anymore, and I really only go fishing during the summer in Alabama like I am right now, or like where I am right now on Smith Lake. But being up here about a month or so and kind of alternating between here and my other grandparents, I'm sure we'll find some time to go on the boat and go fishing. But with the weather right now, I mean, some rain lately. We'll have to see what happens. But I love to go fishing. I do fish when I'm up here. So, what about you, Nate? Do you fish a lot? What's the first fish you ever catch or caught? I should say. Yes. I like how you did that. Do you? Is it Lake Michigan? Isn't there a lake in Michigan called Lake Michigan? If I'm not mistaken. Don't forget, do me a favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. Really would appreciate it. So. I knew it. I got that right. I've never once been to Michigan. I couldn't care less. No offense, Nate. But. I knew there was a Lake Michigan. And I forgot you're in Nebraska. But do you fish in Nebraska as well? Is there like a river or a lake up there as well? Or do you just go from there and go over to Michigan? Because again, I keep forgetting you're in Nebraska, even though you're a Michigan fan primarily. Like I always want to say you're in Michigan, but I'm sure you go there often. I'm sure you have family and stuff up there. Small lakes in Nebraska, okay. So anyway. So I really don't have much else to talk about. I just wanted to get a stream in. I know I tried to do one last night, but ended up having to do something and it just didn't work out. But anyway. You got anything else for me, Nate, or anyone else that's watching? I don't know why it's not telling me how many people are watching, but obviously Nate's in here. So I figured maybe I'd go ahead and get off here. So anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Spend some more family time. I know it's kind of late though, but you know, kind of just hang out a bit. But I figured I'd check in and do this stream here. Lake Superior. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of that one. Nate says Lake Superior is the biggest lake in Michigan. It sounds like it. It better be if it's called Lake Superior. It better be the biggest one. Don't tell me that it's one of the smallest. Superior my rear end. Smallest lake ever. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get off. Thanks so much, Nate and Crimson Brave, for showing up in the chat tonight. Really do appreciate that. Along with, I guess you guys were the only ones to show up in the chat at least. But anyone else who stopped in to at least watch the stream a little bit, thanks. What's up, Atypical Gump? Says Night. Didn't know you were watching. Should have commented a little bit more. Yeah. Anyway, so you have a good one too, Nate. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you guys as always. Really, really enjoy doing these streams and talking with you guys. And I'm not sure how many more I'll do during the summer while I'm up here with family and everything. But I'm sure I can maybe find time for a couple more videos. But, being up here, spending family time, schedules change. But, I can make it work. So anyway, thanks so much for watching and tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, as always. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, Ballard Sports Media, checking out. Y'all have a good one. Roll Tide Roll. See y'all later.